Sominex helps you fall asleep gently. Sleep safe, sweet dreams, good night.
Every Friday at this time, we visited home with someone special, and boy, do we this morning. This morning, we're spending time with the man who, 35 years ago, took his mother's old green coat, a couple of ping pong balls. This is sacrilege saying this, and turned them into, yes, Kermit the Frog. And now Jim Henson is the head of a multi-million-dollar entertainment empire. We're at home this morning with the Muppets and the man behind them, Jim Henson. It all started in the mid-50s with a 5-minute television show, Sam and His Friends. No one quite remembers what happened to Sam, but one of his friends, Kermit, skyrocketed to international stardom. Today, Henson believes he's the father of about 300 different Muppets, for whom all the world is a stage. Big Bird and his pals are celebrating 20 years on Sesame Street, now seen in 84 countries. The Muppet Show brought Jim Henson's creations to 100 countries, and 235 million viewers were enthralled by one of the greatest love stories ever told. And Kermit was not the only male to fall under Miss Piggy's hypnotic spell.
Morty?
Yes?
Could I see you later?
Of course.
Thank you.
Happily.
Don't tell Kermit.
Henson has produced nearly 40 movies, series, and television specials. The latest, The Jim Henson Hour, had its premiere last Friday. And this year in shopping malls all across the country, children can learn about traffic safety from their favorite Muppet friends. Home for the Muppets, and much of the time home for their creator, is this somewhat ordinary building on Manhattan's Upper East Side. It is known as the Muppet Workshop, and that's where we find Jim Henson designing this morning. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Kathleen.
Now, are you sketching ideas of future Muppets?
Oh, sort of, although I was really just trying to stay busy to make it look like I was doing something here for you guys. I do rough sketches, but I have a couple of designers that are working with me that are so much better than I am that I don't design the characters very much anymore.
Now, where are we? We're in the design area?
Yeah, this is one of our building shops here, and we do a lot of the sort of a high-tech end of the Muppets here. But as you see, there are various and sundry people around.
You say high-tech. It kind of goes against the principle of what all of these Muppets look like. You never think of technology.
Some are more technical than others, you know. Here's a little hummingbird that we're just now doing in a thing about the rainforest, we're doing. And he's got a blue rod going to him because this is one of the characters that we shoot against Ultimate Blue.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we did a show that I'm just now in the process of editing, and I'm so excited about it because we shot all the characters against Ultimate, and we did all the backgrounds in what's called a paint box. You know the paint box?
Yes, we have them here.
Yeah, right. And so
let me explain to the audience that actually a paint box is the similar thing that you see when we go to a commercial, and you see, in fact, Jim, right before the commercial, we put you in a paint box, and that's the little imagery that's created.
Right. Mm-hmm. But we can use paint box to create a background for the characters that looks almost like animation. It's quite dimensional, and so we're combining that look with the Muppets in a way that I think is very exciting.
Now, how much technology is in this room? I mean, you really just imagine the technology, don't you? I mean, well, the stuff goes down to another shop.
Actually, I could, can we walk out to the next area?
Oh, please.
Because over here we've got a lot more of the kind of radio control and things like that that we've been working on recently.
Ooh, what's that?
This is Junior Gorg, for instance. Junior Gorg was one of the characters in Fraggle Rock. And this is a character that was worn. There was a performer inside of this whole rig, and the face is radio controlled. I can show you a little bit here. You can just pull off the back of this guy. So here you get to see the guts, okay? And you can see how this is a helmet that the performer is wearing, and the eyes are radio controlled with a little rig here. Bing, 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 like that. This does the mouth. And so we'd have a second puppeteer, Richard Hunt, in the case of Junior Gorg. And Richard would be doing the voice and the face, and he'd be off on the side of the set, you see. And there'd be another performer, often Rob Mills, and he was inside. And one of the interesting things about this is the fact that one of the problems of wearing these big characters is that you don't have good vision when you're inside. You can imagine trying to see outside of this thing, you know, see through here. And so what we've designed is a little tiny camera. This is a video camera right in here, okay? And it's actually looking out the eyeball of the character, and it pipes down to a monitor, and the monitor is right in front of this performer's eye. You can hardly see it. It's right up in here.
You know, I feel like you're giving the magic away. That's just make
That's
it
true.
spooky.
These are all the secrets. Yes. So giving all the magic away. But it's fascinating because you're inside and you're walking around really seeing your vision like a small television set inside there.
Is Ralph around there? Where's Ralph?
Ralph, oh yes, he's right over here.
Hi, Ralph.
Now Ralph is somebody that's, if that's high tech, this is really low tech, see? There we go. Good morning, Kathleen.
Ralph, I can't take this, Jim. This is a little too much for me.
What's that?
Oh, Ralph, I
What do
can't.
you mean? Well, you know, I'm low tech. You know, they just store me in a box. You know, and that's it. You know.
You must. Jim Henson spends an awful lot of time now on all this high-tech technology. Ralph, are you kind of, jealous by the fact that you're the one who made this guy, you and Kermit? Now
That's
he's off
true.
doing all these big high-fangled things.
You got it. You got it. That's. I'm sorry. This is my close-up over here. You got it. This is the way. I was the one that was here first. They don't need all this stuff. Who needs technology?
Tell me something. Have you ever wanted to say something and Jim wouldn't let you say it? Is there anything you've ever wanted to say on national television that Jim wouldn't let you say?
Well, let's see. I've said SOB.
That's it. Take the hand out of there.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what dogs talk about, You have to think about that.
How's Sesame Street doing, by the way?
Sesame, oh, it's doing fine. We just had a special on the air a couple of weeks ago, which was their 20th anniversary.
Can you believe that, 20 years? Does it surprise you?
It's really amazing. It's been a wonderful show to be part of. From the very beginning, it's been just a terrific show and something that we've all enjoyed working on, and something proud to be a part of,
Well, we're going to take a break now. Oh my gosh, look at the eyes moving down on the left part of the counter.
We have all kinds of other technical stuff here, too.
We're going to return in just a moment with Jim Henson, the Muppets, and guess who's coming up? Kermit the Frog. It's 14 before the hour.
Another day is turned to night. Close your eyes, say goodnight. Sweet dreams are on their way. All is well as you end the day. Sleep safe, sweet dreams, good night.
Sominex has the one ingredient doctors recommend most to help you fall asleep safely without worry. Sominex.
Good night.
Aquafresh case history 75.
I don't know much about fluoride, but I do know that I've never had a cavity in my whole life. I'm not an expert on plaque either, but my dentist says that my gums are healthy. I've been brushing with Aquafresh since I was a kid.
Aquafresh, more than cavity protection, triple protection.
Well, here she comes.
And she's got dinner in the bag.
Got the goods for her.
Success boiling bag rice.
Dinner ain't no drag.
So easy, so delicious.
Mama's got a brand new bag.
Look for our coupons in this Sunday's paper.
Nothing refreshes you like Ocean Spray Cran Raspberry. Ask any Bobby.
So tangy, so crisp, so cool. Ocean Spray.
Taste refreshing Ocean Spray Cran Raspberry.
This is so good.
It's music to your mouth.
Ladies, now you can stop shaving and enjoy beautiful hair-free legs for weeks at a time with the new Lady Remington Smooth and Silky Cordless Rechargeable Hair Removal System. Lady Remington's Smooth and Silky Soft, Hygienic Rotating Roller quickly removes hair below the skin at root level. Revolutionize your shaving habits and enjoy hair-free legs for weeks at a time. Lady Remington's Smooth and Silky is the perfect hair removal system.
Next week on CBS This Morning, actor David Keith, Jo Beth Williams, Mary Steenburgen from Miss Firecracker, and author Frederick Forsyth.
We've been visiting with the man who created the Muppets, Jim Henson. We go now back to the Muppet Workshop on the east side of Manhattan. Jim, I see the chickens and Gonzo in the back there, but you actually have real children, real human children of your own, don't you?
Oh yeah, I have 5 of them.
Are they ever jealous?
Because,
well, you know, Candace Bergen says that she was very jealous of Charlie McCarthy when she was growing up.
Well, you know, I think that was a very different kind of arrangement. With me, basically, I usually kept the puppets in the workshop, and the home life was really fairly separate. But I don't, you know, several of my kids are sort of getting into the business. My son Brian is one of our major puppeteers for us in England, and Cheryl, my second daughter, is one of our designers, and my daughter Lisa's in the movie business.
Taking after Daddy.
Yeah.
Are those real hero sandwiches? Are you eating those this early in the morning?
No. This is one of the kinds of things the workshop does here. These are they're sort of talking hero sandwiches.
Yes. Good morning, Kathleen.
Where did you come up with this idea, Jim? I mean, and it just doesn't, do you just sit over lunch and you say, I'm going to make this hero sandwich talk?
Well, we actually make all kinds of things talk here, and it's usually the need of a script. And that's, you know, a script generally leads us into these things. We've done a lot of talking, almost everything for Sesame Street.
But there is someone who really you didn't have a script for. Someone who meant an awful lot in your lifetime, and I know he's somewhere around there this morning.
He is indeed.
You know, I understand that Kermit got up specially for me this morning. Miss Piggy hasn't been around. He must be desperate. No. But Jim Henson, good morning, Kermit.
Oh, hi there, Kathleen.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Now, tell me something. I gave Ralph the opportunity. Is there anything you wanted to say on national television that Jim would edit out that you really wanted to get on?
This is live, huh?
That's right.
I don't really think so. You know, I mean, it's sort of like I say what I want, and I say I don't have any problems with that. You know.
Now, is it true? You've got to get some things on the record for me. Is this where you were born, Kermit?
No, actually, I was born in the swamp.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, you know, there are a lot of rumors of the fact that Jim actually took his mother's coat, and that's how I...
Oh. Well, that's the alternate theory of creation, you see. And in the alternate theory of creation, the eyes were ping pong balls. But, you know, if that were true, could I really be able to see?
Now, Miss Piggy, where has she been?
Miss Piggy, well, actually, she's been out in Hollywood, and she's been making this special called Miss Piggy's Hollywood. It's running as part of our new show. And you know, she's out there, she's trying to get a development deal with movies.
A development deal?
Yeah, it's a development deal to develop developments, actually.
Does she miss you? Is she calling you all the time?
Well, she calls every now and then. Yeah. But you know, that's stuff that's sort of personal between us.
Now, is this new special keeping you busy?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm working my little tail off, actually. You know.
Tail? I thought you did that a long time when you're not a pollywog anymore.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yes, the pollywog tail drop-off theory. That's yes, that's part of growing up for a frog, you know.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it, Kermit.
Oh, listen, well, it's been a pleasure. I like getting up at before dawn.
Jim, over the years, I've got to think that Kermit was your favorite because everyone talks about their favorite Sesame Street character. And for you, is Kermit your favorite, Jim?
Well, more or less. He's the character that I've done the longest because he did start some 33, 34 years ago. And so he's the oldest character that I've been doing. And it's interesting. Things have gotten very high-tech, you know, in some ways. And he's still probably the simplest puppet that I'm operating. And but simple is still okay, you know.
Jim Henson, thank you so much for sharing some of the magic with us this morning. And Kermit, thanks for getting up.
Oh, listen, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, Jim.
Bye-bye, Kathleen.